99.5 WMAG, the best mix of the 80s to now. Good morning, I'm Lora Songster. We're looking at about 54 degrees right now. And I am a morning show host. Some would say diva. I don't think that's true. Little biographical information on me. I was born in Oregon, grew up near Syracuse, New York, came down to High Point College. It was then a college in the winter, and people were wearing shorts and the daffodils had bloomed, and we we're driving in parkas. So I made my lifetime decision based on daffodils. That's the truth. Lana's in the studio with me, and we're talking today about cohesiveness in the workplace. You, I'm sure, have experienced some not so great coworkers. Being a morning show personality in its best form is a very intimate relationship between you and the person with whom you work. I've had situations where we were not really tight. I've had situations where they were really, really my best friends. When you come in at dark 30, we like to call it, and you're having your first cup of coffee and you're just trying to pull yourself together, you sort of do a download. This is off the air though. It sets a tone. In the perfect relationship, you say, hey, I'm zero today. I'm flatlining. And then the other person says, I got it. Just come along for the ride. So we were talking in the kitchen here at work, a bunch of us who are on the air, about some of the creepiest things that have ever happened. And a public persona kind of thing. We don't like to think of ourselves like that. Well, some of the men do, but I don't. And this is why we went to Asheboro Alarm and Electric. Danny and I have an alarm, and we have plenty of ways to keep out intruders. Let's just leave it at that. Is it hard being a public personality? I would say more so today than it was early on in my career, because so much of what we do is video, is digital. I have had TV commercials, and with all the video that we do, you're not anonymous, not to the extent of TV people. But people do recognize you in the grocery store, and they look in your cart, and if you're out to dinner and they want to see what you're eating, it's invasive. I was a single mom for a very long time, and I really, really had to protect my children because of Facebook and these kind of things, because there are creepy people out there, and I've had my tires slit. I've had a stalker, and we've actually, brought police in from time to time.
If you wear a lot of makeup, I need extra tissues.
Hi, it's Laura. One of my favorite things to do in the kitchen is cook something that looks fancy, but really isn't at all. You would think it's the Triad, North Carolina. These things aren't, a big deal. It's not like I'm Jennifer Aniston. I'm just me. Like, who cares? I don't know who all these people are that do all these surveys all the time, but a new survey came out. I saw it in my Cosmo magazine, and it said there's complete proof that women are smarter than men. And I thought, of course, you applaud that at first. And then I started thinking, but we choose men, so does that really make us smarter? I don't know, I kid. Coming up, we have tickets for you to see New Kids on the Block. We'll do that at 7:40. Being a woman in the industry, wow, has it changed so very much. When I first came to this building, there was one girl on the air, and she was wonderful, but territorial, and I understand that completely, more so now than I did in the past. Women were a little giggle box on the side. We weren't brains. We weren't the funny one. We certainly weren't the morning man. We were accessories, window dressing, if you will. And the host would say something and she, like that. And it really diminished what women can do and provide, especially our demographic is women 25-54, so wouldn't you want the woman to be talking about her life, her experiences, her kids, her frustrations with her husband? Yes. But a lot of times these stations, and to this day, there are very few female programmers. So it's a bunch of men to this day telling me what I want to hear or what I feel or what I watch on TV. We have a long way to go to make that more equitable. Not a huge women's liber, because I believe that sometimes in this industry especially, you get hired because you're a woman. You get hired because you're a man. They're looking for a certain kind of voice. They need a certain look. That's just the nature of the beast. But being a woman has been very frustrating. I've been here 30, going on 31 years, and at no point has anyone said, have you thought about doing this? Would you like to be the boss? It's just a man's job, and that's more than a little frustrating.
I feel loosen up and breathe, people. Just take life as it is.
You know, that is great wisdom for somebody who really knows. That's Evie, and I had the occasion to meet Evie, and she recently had a heart attack and was otherwise very healthy, and so she really does know about lightening up and what is important. So Evie's having a birthday, and she's really appreciating this one more so than the others. I have flexibility, gratefully. What have I learned over the years? Oh, so much. So much. There's a lot of things that, upon face value, they look good, they smell good, they're not. There are people that you might pass judgment on, some listeners, and then you find out something incredible about them. What my parents taught me is true. You work hard, people will notice, eventually it'll pay off. So the things I've learned are you just do your best every single day. Some people are going to like you. Some people are not going to like you. Some listeners aren't going to like your voice. Others will think it's great. You do what you do every day so you can look yourself in the mirror. And in my case, I can look at my God and say, I did okay today.